Fiora.
Shulk.
She's...
Get it together, Shulk. We ain't got time to be hanging around here. I don't know what's happened to her, but that was Fiora. No doubt about it. You know what that means? She ain't dead. We gotta get her back.
Get her back. Right. We've come too far to give up now.
Then we'll go to Mechonis and find Fiora.
Just beyond there lies Sword Valley. The Mechon flew in the direction of Galahad Fortress. Fiora may be there. Will you pursue, Shulk?
Yes. We will get Fiora back.
Indeed we shall. Hey everyone, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. In last episode, we came down here in the Valak Mountain, had a clash with Metal Face. Turns out, it was our old comrade turned trade to Mumcar. Turns out, like Fiora, he ain't dead, except he's a little less subtle about it. But however, just to clarify some notes I didn't get a chance to because Dunban did not have time for small fry.
I tried to hold back.
That's fine. The remaining attacks that Mumcar has is one that topples you and one that insta-kills you if you are toppled. Mumcar's dangerous, so... but he was a chump. But I would want to say one more thing about that cutscene, but let's go into enemy territory first. Dunban returns. Here we have the Bionist Thumb, and while I have time, I'm going to say it now. That cutscene is one of the favourites, not just of mine, but for the majority of the Xenoblade community. In the strategy guide, officially released by Monolith, that cutscene between Dunban and Mumcar, that was heavily regarded as the favourite cutscene by a lot of Japanese audiences.
Oh, what the...
Is all that big sword? Oh, if he's, then ouchie ouch!
The sword of the Mechonis.
The entire valley below. The whole thing is its sword.
Something seems... unnatural.
What do you mean?
Look. That flowing light. From the way it glows, it has to be ether. But it looks like it's being... drawn in by something.
By the fortress. It should just be up ahead.
Father once told me that the Mechonis absorbs the ether of the Bionis and uses it for sustenance.
So the Mechonis feeds off ether? Then undoubtedly the ether serves as the Mekon's energy source as well.
Well, world building at its finest. But enough about a narrative wide, let's go on for the world building regarding visuals. You can probably tell, the snow's gone. And the dank sky has now come back. Dark side, don't know why I said dank. Well, it's dank and miserable, I guess, since it's the Mechonis. But yeah, collectibles are here. We are now officially out of Valak Mountain. Officially off at the Bionis.
It looks so big, even from this distance. The fortress must be enormous.
Galahad Fortress. The frontline base of the Mechon. The Mechon that attack Bionis must all come from here.
Then... there's a high probability that he's there. The golden Mechon that took Fiora. We're about to enter the Mechon stronghold. If there's anyone who wants to turn back now...
Shulk, friend should no split up. No leave friend behind. Ricky's scared, but Ricky won't go too.
Ricky.
He's right. Okay, let's go.
Yes.
Expressions just build upon the camaraderie, I feel.
Yeah.
Well, for starters, since you're at the frontline base, you are going to want a lot of coverage regarding the Mechon. I have Shulk here for a reason, but I'm going to say right now, do not plan your strategies around Shulk. That's not needed. Also, a weird thing. I like how we are right at the Mechon on this base, you know, right at home. But I like to imagine that some Homs just built up a fence and just watch Mechon go by. Like, those guys are the bravest fence builders I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
So big ups to them.
What's that?
A supply convoy. It would be most unwise to proceed without restocking our supplies.
You arranged this for us.
Hey, it's...
Dixon!
Looks like you lot have been having fun without me. Heard you took care of that faced Mechon.
What are you doing here?
I got wind of some allied force coming together a few days back. I stepped up as the representative of the Homs. Then a little birdie told me you lot were heading for Galahad Fortress. So I thought I'd drop by and say hello. I've got a whole stack of new equipment. Want some?
Yeah! I was hoping for some new stuff.
Hold it, Ryan. You know it's gonna cost you.
You cheap old man.
Speaking of brave people, I like how they're literally inside the Mechonis and they're just hanging out as if it's no big thing.
Yeah.
As if we didn't need to go back to a year ago and see how that handled. But these guys, though, do have bits of trivia, because as we saw, we're not on Bionis anymore. Things are going to be different.
Hello.
Don't forget that everyone in the Allied force behind you. Don't go getting yourself hurt. You need to finish this thing once for all.
Hello.
Don't get everyone... Buddy, you deserve that frowny face because Echoes you're a one-note guy and I pity you. This guy, though, not so much.
Hello.
Mechonis crystals look different from Bionis ones. Did you know? The one next to me is like what you'll find on Mechonis. It might be because the ether flow is there different. So, this is pretty much your deposit. The colors haven't changed, and neither has their values. In fact, they've just gone up in quality, so make use of that if you want to.
Hello.
We have been busy building up the Allied force. Even so, Dixon told us to come here to bring you supplies. He's probably worried about you all. He wouldn't say that. Not at all.
Oh, hi.
We're banking everything on you. I'll be fighting as part of the Allied force. I'll be right behind you all the way.
Way behind.
Oh, hi.
Some of us will remain here to support you after Dixon leaves. Come and see us when you need any supplies.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be upfront with you guys. You know how I said do not plan your strategy solely around Shulk? There's many reasons for that.
Hello.
In the shop here, we have anti-Mechon weapons. They have drawbacks. Their stats, especially their attack range, are lesser than what you probably would have on you at this moment. However, you do not need Shulk's enchant or anything of the sort in order to do physical damage. I will say outright though, Melia, you don't need her rod because she's not a physical attacker and her ether does just fine. the same could be said for Ricky and Charlotte. It all depends on your playstyle, but the striker and a driver for Ryan, it's there if you want it. However, if there is one thing that I will say outright, is that you do not want to buy any of the outfits here. And I'll explain why in a bit.
Dixon's upset by that.
Well, you know what? I don't give two hoots. I'll take some books to read. Why not? You know what? I'll get Thunder. I'll get Lariat. Probably Mind Blast from Melia. But apart from art books, and if you want convenience over power, I would say the anti-Mechon weapons for the offensive-based characters is beneficial. And again, I will explain why you don't want to get any of the outfits out right now. But for now, I would recommend taking Shulk in as either the main or support. But anyway,
Hey there.
ain't seen Dixon in a while. Let's chat with him. If you're all ready, let me know what you've been up to. Looks like you've been through a lot. Tell me about it. Where do we start?
Yeah.
Fiora? You mean Dunban's sister?
Yes.
So that's why you're all looking so down. I can't believe they're sticking Homs into those faced Mechon. Looks like they weren't just eating us.
They made Mumkar into one. He was the one who attacked Colony 9.
Oh, and there was me thinking he snuffed it in that battle.
Aren't you surprised?
Did he attack Colony 9? I don't know what drives those Mechon. I've given up trying to figure them out. It don't surprise me one bit. Still, Mumkar as well, eh? Things are getting interesting.
Sorry?
Oh, nothing.
It is time for us to return. I would like to continue providing assistance, but my help is required in assembling Homs for the Allied force. There are also my duties as seer to consider.
Then I'll be off too. You lot should be all right getting Fiora back. In the meantime, we'll be getting ready for battle.
Thanks for coming this far. We'll be fine. We can handle ourselves.
Galahad Fortress is a key position for the Mechon. You can't just rush in, all guns blazing.
Agreed. We will infiltrate via the ether inlets. If I'm right and the Mechon do feed off ether, then we're sure to find some form of influx channel. Our objective is to reach one of those channels.
Don't go dying on me, Shulk.
I won't. You take care as well.
Cheers.
Looks like it's just us.
Right. We head for the hilt of the sword. Galahad Fortress.
Okay.
One year on. Now, at last, we will seize our destiny. Isn't that right, Shulk?
So another has appeared with the ability to wield the Monado. But why would Zanza release the Monado? He surely knows it would become a double-edged sword. Yet he relinquishes it to that mere child. And a face escaped my control and acted alone. Now that the Monado has been freed, it appears the usefulness of the faces has come to an end. Although, perhaps there are still things to be learned from having them challenge the boy.
The concepts of coming full circle is something I love, and I like how they draw attention to it with Dunban. 1 year ago, he couldn't reach Galahad Fortress. He had an army behind him.
Yeah.
Here, he has just 6 guys, and he has 5 guys and a Nuppon. I think I'll be fine. You can go back into to the shop if you wish, but again, not really much. I kind of do like the concept though of like this whole Mechon, this front line against these 2 guys.
and the others just fled.
And the others are shopkeep. and those girls said, "Oh yeah, sure, we'll stay behind." No, not us, but we're behind you. Yay, sure, go you. I don't know. I just love how it's a development since with Shulk, and how Dunban is. It's closure for him. But anyway, though, I just want to take a moment and just admire Sword Valley, cause yeah, I don't want to say this about the original, but I do feel like the looks of Sword Valley in the original were dry and very unappealing.
Mm-hmm.
Like how there were flat textures and looked very cheap, because it was a hardware at the time that we had no choice, and it was the only time in which the original didn't look the best. Here, this has a mix of ground and a bit of rust on metal. It shows that not only is this metallic, but it's been here for a while.
Yeah.
Like how natural, a rusted sword would be if it was laid dormant for years. And not only that, there's remnants of the Battle of Sword Valley a year ago.
A rusted Mechon.
I know, I just love this. Love this so much. And guess what? There is actually a bit more to Sword Valley outside of the game itself. But I'm gonna get that really quick. Here though, we have mini bases. And of course we have other collectibles nearby. Did Brian just jump backwards? Hey guys, just wanted to hug the camera for a bit. Yay me. A gate panel, we just get told it is locked. Naturally, of course, you want to go back inside the base and just click in the switch. However, that's not all you could do, because again, collectibles and as other things inside that you want to pay attention to. So, if we just unlock the gate. Now, something that I wish they did do in this new release is that I wish you could just activate the switch and it would just unlock the door for you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's been a bit of a needless step. However, remember how we said that you have more to look at, including the outlying bases? We have Mechon here, and trust me, they don't play around. But let's get into a group fight. I'll show you what I mean, and hopefully my point of not needing the shops can come into fruition. I'm sticking with Ryan and Dunban as my support because Mechon like this, it's simple, it's easy, especially if you have a simple break, combo, and topple a gimmick going on.
I'm sure Ryan and Dunban handled themselves well during the Colony 9 attack.
Indeed. Plus Ryan is a tank, and I love it. Regarding combat for this area, I love this for many reasons, because either it can go 2 ways. One, it gets you back to basics, because up until this point, we've had different enemies inflicting different buffs and have different tactics to go around in battle. Here, this can be a simple case of, hey, remember the old classic tactics? You can brush up on them, and you're there.
It gives you a break.
Indeed. But however, if you want to mix and match between different characters and test them out on a basic enemy, then you know what? It's good. And this is what I was talking about before, because spoiler alert, you are going to get into a lot of group fights, Mechon upon Mechon upon Mechon in groups. So, with that said, I'll happily take all that. You are bound to get better loot than what you are normally used to. And most of the things that you can get from various enemy drops, especially with gold chests, you get the exact same stuff that the shop at the very start of Sword Valley is offering you. So you have a good chance to get all of the stuff that Dixon was selling for free. So that just leads me to believe Dixon just simply picked it off the ground and just didn't bother.
He wants money, that's what it is.
Indeed. And you didn't actually need to use that gate at all. You can just simply go on top and simply go down. And it's probably a good reason you did, because trust me, we've had playthroughs which we've opened the door and this guy has ambushed us, killed us, and then just reset us. Oh, so lovely.
Mm-hmm.
But for hubris' sake, I'm gonna take one on because I know you guys would like to see us suffer so much at some point. So let's get it on and let's deal with a minor enemy. Yes, I said minor enemy. This is a fortress unit, and you want to be aware of that black matter attack already, because Dunban is inflicted with ether defense down, and with this guy, ether attacks is all this guy bloody does. So let us go on, and hopefully he'll do some more attacks that we can show off more of his stuff. And also, something that we haven't talked about beforehand is that a lot of these enemies are quick to redo a lot of their attacks. The cooldowns are sometimes downright unfair.
It's probably because they're Mechon and they're autonomous.
And, as you can probably tell there, they can't be broken, even in chain attacks. So, remember how we said that you can sometimes go back to the basics and just do your normal combos? Yeah, not quite for that. But, what you... Ryan, please, why?
He was blocked.
Oh man, I suck. But yeah, these guys are big boys and they can be ether attack disasters. Do you know what I mean? Things are going rather well, but still a vision occurs. A Iron Laser is a talent art, it's piercing, and it's not very nice. But, as you can probably tell there, because this is the first time that we're seeing it. This attack is too much for our shield to handle.
Yeah, because it didn't come up with an exclamation point by shield.
So just a subtle thing there. Seems like Dunban is in trouble, but if we can just get one simple thing done, there we go. Chain attack just in time. And hopefully I can make some good stuff happen. So you know what, I'm gonna heal Dunban post haste. I think you get the gist now. It's just not fun and it's a pain in the ass. Right, you are not having the best time here, dude.
Ryan misses a lot, so you want to be wary of that as well.
Yeah, he's slow, and when he's like that, it doesn't matter if you have Mechon weapon or not. If it's not quick enough, it could be a hassle. And keep in mind, guys, this is as soon as we walk into Mechonis. As soon as we walk in through their front door. Let's see what our Ryan, or Dumbman, learned.
Did he learn what I think he did? Yeah, he did.
He learned Jaws of Death, which could not come at a better time. In a nutshell, it's just like Last Stand. If Dumbman's about to die, you can say, "No, I'm Dumbman and I refuse to die." Because, haha. Yeah, so I'll happily level up that quite a bit, get it to max. Because trust me, you are gonna want to use something like that. And trust me, I'm gonna say right now, get used to seeing those fortress units and get ready for pain. Oh, because oh boy, oh me, oh my, oh boy, oh joy, oh coy. I ran out of words to say. But yeah, it's gonna be a pain in the arse. And what we have now is a bit of a weird moment. Sword Valley is iconic for many reasons. Of course, it plays a big part in the story, as I mentioned before. This area actually has more focus in other areas of video games. If you've ever heard of a game called Project X, it's basically a JRPG on the 3DS that's had 2 iterations, and it's contained a lot of franchises. How many franchises? Let's say Mega Man, Resident Evil, Xenoblade, so on and so forth, Shenmue, Space Channel 5. I can go on and on and on about the amount of franchises in there. But Xenoblade is in there, and it not only contains an iteration of Sword Valley, but it also contains a hellacious enemy in which we will not speak of quite yet. Trust me, you'll see what I mean. I was just about to heal myself, but so much for that. It's okay, I died, but I got better. And with this Project X zone, there actually is other bits and bobs in there. Because not only is Sword Valley an area, but also Metalface himself is a boss. Plus, the game has some remixes and redone editions of existing Xenoblade music, and these include Engage the Enemy and You Will Know Our Names, and for you guys at home, I'll play a bit of them right here. So, this place is iconic, and a lot of developers had different ideas in what to use with sort of Valley. That just goes to show how much of a reach this game had. It crossed over in various games, and of course, I got a place in Smash Bros. How many franchises can say that? Okay, I know the answer to that is many, but you get my point. But I think that's though, guys. We're at the front door. Well, more or less, we've gone past one of the front doors. And hopefully Fiora is deeper inside. As said though, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to like it. If you don't like it, well then, go to the same place that this Mechon's got. Nothing. Just an endless empty shell. If you want to subscribe to see more content like this, then be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time, where we talk about the music. What else would we talk about? We'll see you next time.